Bonebrake! I'm in the box. I'm not leaving the box. John's out here being all bold. Here, no, I'm not fucking with that. No. You guys worked real hard on this. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be doing stand-up in my hometown. I started in Lansing. It's great because where else can I do stand-up next to the movie theater where I shit my pants when I was 8? You can't find that on the road. That home touch. How far does this go?
As far as you want it.
Is that so? Well, okay. Just gonna pull until we hear a pop. I saw both. I'm a dad, by the way. Just for context. Yeah, I'm stuck. Yep. No, that's fine. I'm a father. I'm just exploring the stage. I want to go back there so bad and do the rest of the set from the bathroom, but technology, I get it. We're on a budget. Which, by the way, I'm glad you guys got here because I was real scared when I walked in at first because I just saw the couch, the cameras, and then Ricardo was arguing about petroleum versus lotion, and I thought this was gonna be like a comedy casting couch scenario. That or I had wronged Ricardo years ago, and this is a very Count of Monte Cristo thing to do, where I come in and he's like, "Hello, Brandon," lights come on this really nice couch. I love this couch. I love you guys put a lot of work into this. You're welcome. Thank you. Are these cameras up here on?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't have a plan coming up here, guys. I don't know. I'm a full-time single dad of 2 girls, and my brain is mush all of the time. I know based off how I look like I went to the barber and I was like, "Hey, can you just like make like a train bandit if he was a stepdad in the Midwest? If I could just look like that, I'd appreciate it." Having kids is weird because John, you're adopted. I didn't know my real dad. I had a stepdad. Stepdads in the Midwest are kind of like the queen in England. They're more like a figurehead. They're not doing any voting. They're just there to kind of yell at you about tools. That's fine. We'll call my stepdad Chris because that's his name. I hope you watch this. You didn't come in a hometown show. This awesome art space. He's like Ron Swanson if he wasn't funny. It's such a bummer. I thought I knew who my real dad was. And then I had Mr. Hackney in 10th grade where we started talking about genetics. We started talking about Punnett squares and brown eyes and blue eyes, and my friend Joey pointed out to me, "Hey, Brandon, you have brown eyes." I said, "Yeah, thanks, I know." "Don't both your parents have blue eyes?" And I asked Mr. Hackney about that. He's like, that shouldn't be possible. Oh, no. We're going to talk about sex. We're just talking about sex. We're changing the subject. That's how I found out my dad wasn't my dad. And then my mom told me when I was 27 who my real dad was, reached out to him, and he was like, "Nah." And I was like, "Okay, cool. That's fine. Don't be sad." It's literally, I think if I'm funny, the only reason is because it's like a load-bearing coping mechanism that won't go anywhere. It's like my comedy is just a foundation of my entire existence, and if I don't have it, I'll die. It's it's not healthy, but it works. I guess you either laugh, cry, or die, man. I want that as like a tramp stamp. Laugh, cry, or die. For the one guy I lit fuck me in my 50s or 60s when I decide to go all fucking weird with everything. Get a van, start doing stuff with turquoise. Maybe become an electrician. I don't know, guys. Having kids is weird because nobody prepares. I've read fucking 5 books. I've read every Instagram story, every TikTok doctor. I've talked to my therapist, my doctor, and nobody prepared me for the day that my 3-year-old ran across the room, open arms, and I was like, oh, she's coming to get me. Oh, this is the cutest thing she's ever done. And then she bit my dick. She landed on the shaft with her teeth. Yeah, you can shake your head. I was shaking my head too. I was afraid she was gonna shake hers, and then I was like, I didn't. Nobody prepared me for that. And you can't hit them. You can't make them feel weird about it because they're just figuring stuff out. So my, I don't know why, but I was like, how do you get dogs off? And I plugged her nose, and then she got off, and then we had a long talk about privates. And now she says bye-bye to my privates every day. I won't bite you today. And I'm like, I'm so glad I taught you to speak. It's hard because I'm a girl dad. I got 2 daughters, and it's so frustrating for me trying to get them dressed because they're toddlers, and toddlers don't want to get dressed in the first place. Fuck you. Fuck your clothes. Fuck your society. Toddlers don't care. They are all anarchists. They want it to burn down. But it is so frustrating for me to not be able to say to my daughters, do you have any idea that I am the only man in your life, probably, that's ever going to wrestle clothes on you? It's me or a healthcare professional. The rest of them probably gonna try and do the opposite. But I can't have that talk. I try to be honest with my girls about everything. Like, they started asking, where did we come from, Daddy? Where did we come from? And I can't tell them $2 PBRs and then a special at Taco Bell in 2018, and your mom had low she settled that night. Explaining settling to your children is hard because they're just like, I don't get it. And you're like, well, the financial stability, man, I get it. Like Eric in The Little Mermaid, not that great looking. I think we can all agree he's probably the fucking ugliest prince, right? No? Okay, that's fine. Oh, back in the box. I wrote down some notes, 2 of which I just wrote fuck polar bears, and then I wrote it in bold after that. I think this is going great. I think you guys are doing great, by the way. Can you just guys give it up for yourselves real quick for being here and like actually being supportive? Oh, no. I recently took a 23andMe because I had expendable income for 5 minutes. And I found out that I'm just a little bit of everything. Like, literally everything. It's just like 50, you're 3% here, 5% here. I'm Japanese. I'm North African. I'm ethnically Jewish. Just didn't want to blow anything up. Blow it out of proportion? No? Okay. Took 23andMe. Found out I'm Native American. Not enough to get money, but just enough to be annoying at parties. It's nice because I feel like I can get offended by anything and really rationalize it to anybody. I'm like, listen here, Greg. The next time you want to say anything revolving golden retrievers, I swear to God, I will bring out my 23andMe sheet and show you that I'm part... Oh, just regular lab. Okay, never mind. That's why I wear glasses. What's your guys' names? Oh. Jason. Why are you getting uncomfortable? I have that same shirt. I love that shirt. Is that my shirt, Jason? It was in the car. I'm gonna go check. Fucking shirt's not in that car, Jason.
Where's my car, Jason?
I'm sorry to everybody else that has to deal with Jason's bullshit. Sorry, you seem really nice when you were talking. What's your name? Autumn. Cool. Cool. Why are you with Jason?
Because he's funny most of the time.
And he probably has 2 vehicles now. That's fine. Okay. Obviously, Jesus. Need to stop living out my car.
And he was a single girl dad.
Oh, so he gets it. I saw that dead look in one of your eyes. Just girls are mean. They're the meanest people. My daughter called me a loser the other day, like, and meant it. And I was just like, what makes Daddy a loser? And she was like, well, in your heart, you're a loser. But in your soul, you're a champion. I was like, I don't know what the difference is. She said to me the other day as I got out of the shower, Daddy, when I grow up, I want to have boobies just like you. And I feel proud because I'm like, oh man, they want to be like me when I grow up. But also sad because I didn't realize I had boobs. Jason, what's your favorite movie and why is it Air Bud 2 Golden Receiver? I can tell you why. Because it's the best title ever. He's a golden retriever. Listen! It's about football! I love, somebody had to be doing a lot of coke when they came up with Air Bud and then kept doing it because then they're like, well, what if for a sequel we have him playing a different sport? And they're like, damn it, Greg, that's a slippery slope. And now we have Air Buddies, which are superhero puppies. Air Bud 35, Paws at Law, where Air Bud gets hit with a sexual assault charge and he has to defend himself in court. It's a film about holding athletes accountable. Can't just hump another dog in public when you've been on the circus. What is this made out of? Me? God, I love that answer. Finding myself doing weird dad. I realized I do dad noises. And I've been doing them for years. I literally have just been like, that's how I breathe. Nope. You have third person just sitting there going, Brandon, why are you going every time you move? And I'm like, you don't. My back hurts. I wear orthopedic shoes. Stopped doing drugs. Well, not really. I just got prescribed them, so it's different. Same thing. I don't know. I have ADD, so I'm prescribed Adderall, which is great if you want to pre-peel all the oranges in your fridge before you go out, or do your taxes for the next year, or call all your ex-girlfriends while you're way too high. Guys, how much time do I got left for Carlo? For this train ride? 2 minutes. 2 minutes! Sounds like enough, gang. So, Petersons, what do you want to talk about for the last 2 minutes? Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Just say it.
We love you.
I hate you. God damn it. These are my real parents. They adopted me at 31. It was a weird time to do it, and I think it's for the tax break. Change the tax credit.
It's the only way I'll get grandkids.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. Grandkids. I don't think I'm gonna see my grandkids, mostly because I don't know any old Brandons. Do you know any old Brandons? Did you go to Grandpa Brandon's this Christmas? No. Is it a new name, or are we all dying young? I say Brandon, not Brendan. Those guys are fucking psychopaths. And if you're in here, any of you named Brendan, I'll see you outside. After I fight Jason for my car. Guys, I'm going to end it on that. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here, for laughing.
Keep it going for Brandon. Bonebrake,
Louder when I do. Woo! See that camera too.
All right. I've never met an old Brandon before. Now that you, has anybody ever? What's the oldest Brandon anybody's ever met? 31.
I'm on borrowed time. Do you understand? I'm not supposed to be here. I'm like a Meeseeks.
All right, to the question. So, Brandon.
Yes.
When did you realize you were funny?
Oh boy. I actually understood 2 weeks ago when my daughter told me that I was funny. And I said, if she thinks it, it's gotta be true. Before I just got in trouble a lot for, the metric was like, how much could I piss off Mrs. White in 4th grade class and have everybody laugh at it.
Right.
And then if I did that, I was like, I'm funny today. That's it. Yeah.
Just it was day by day early on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But now the daughter gave the stamp of approval, and you're like, I'm fucking funny all the time.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'm a god. I'm a god in her eyes. So,
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right. So, when do you think of most of your jokes? Shower, driving? When are you thinking of your jokes?
15 minutes before the show or high later that night after a show. Where everything got going and I'm just chilling out and I'm like, fuck, I should have said that thing about Adam Sandler, and then I didn't.
Okay. All right. How do you like to structure your set? How do you? The praise seems that you just kind of whatever comes out.
That's. There's 2 phases to it, not to sound like a douchebag, but the first phase is like figuring out if something has merit, if it's actually funny, and that I usually have like an outline of just like topics, and I'll go through them and just see what comes out on stage, what somebody said, like what happens, like what are we finding out about it. And if it's good, I'll keep it, and then second phase, once I get enough of those together, I just chunk them in by category and topic so that I can remember them easier.
All right, that's a very adult, in-depth answer you gave. Not my in the shower.
All right, no, yeah, sorry, lots of therapy. I didn't ask for it; it was mandated.
Okay, it was mandated. And here's one question I like to ask my comedian friends: and how do you know how to be funny? Like, how do you know how to put words together that are gonna elicit laughter?
At this point, at 33, I've been doing this since I was like probably 5 is when I started like, oh, hey, making people laugh is fun. It's like muscle memory at this point where it's it depends on like where I'm at, how I feel about that person and everything else. That's when I'm like, oh, I'll be funny now, and it's just like an automatic thing. It's almost like a secondary emotion like anger or something. You know, like I'm mad right now. I'm being funny right now. Yeah, it's just an automatic response.
Oh, that's one of the best answers I've ever got. Give it up for Brandon, everybody.
Thank you.